Ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right, guys. Messages from your guides today. Excuse me as I shift my chair here. All right, we've got 3 piles, as is the norm. Pile 1 is hope, and you have a golden healer pillar. Pile 2 is dream, and you have, this is called pork stone, because it looks like bacon, but if you don't like that name, it is red banded calcite. And then we've got pile 3, courage, with the fire quartz pillar. And if you want to pick with your zodiacs, let's get those out, mix them up good. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, for pile 1, we have Leo, Aquarius, Aries, and Pisces. For pile 2, we have Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Cancer, which leaves the rest for pile 3. And that is Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, and Gemini. So pause if you need to take some time. Use your intuition. Timestamps are down in the description. See you guys there. Okay, pile 1 with your golden healer crystal. There you go. And if you chose with your zodiacs, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, and Aries, put those there. And your card of hope. You know, guys, I've used these cards before for choices for picking, and 2 of the cards came out. One was hope and one was dream. Courage was the only one that I hadn't used before, so I thought that was kind of interesting that these came out again. I wonder if the symbolism on them is very meaningful for you guys. All right, we've got some little cards and some big cards. It's all over the place. Let's just go for it. We have Alliance, Flower Spirit, Skywriting with the Fates, Lost in Space. That's a beautiful card. I hadn't seen that one before. Nourishment. And then we have Compassion, Fortuna, Get Curious. There we go. That'll work. That will work. Okay, if you're into numerology, we have 37, 10, 4, 7, 36, and 49. And to settle into the energy of what your guides are wanting to bring to the table for you. So far, I'm getting a lot about abundance. I mean, especially with this Fortuna card, of course, but if you look at the cards, there's just like this dress has many ruffles on it. There's a lot of, I don't know if this is supposed to be branches or coral or energy. There's a lot of things tangled up in the antlers up here. There's all this nourishment, this pouring forth from this cheese moon. There's just an abundance. But what I want to know for you guys is this coming to you? Yes, I have an immediate yes. So this is something that is coming your way, whether you already are abundant or not, however you choose to look at that. Something is fated. So I am wondering if it's the abundance that is fated or the alliance. I'm getting alliance. The alliance is fated. And when I say fated, for me, how I view this is some things are predestined and some are not. And the alliance that is coming towards you is predestined. It is meant for your life. It is karmic. I'm getting a lot of now environmental vibes. Seeing the earth here, the earth here, the earth here. It's, yeah. I'm wondering if you guys care deeply about the environment, and something that you're doing is, and it could even be small, guys. It doesn't have to be some massive like global event or even national type thing. It could be a small situation where you care and the person that's coming into whatever this alliance is, they care as well. Okay, and now I'm receiving this get curious over this flower spirit. It's to me, it's pointing to having the curiosity that you did when you were a child, of being okay with, remember when you thought fairies were real? I'm not saying they're not real, but a lot of us go from this position of like, oh, we'll take Santa because that's a little easier. We think Santa's real and then we learn Santa's not real, right? The thing is that we want that awe, that curiosity, the joy sparking belief. And they do. They're like, bring that back in, pull that back in. Okay, I'm also hearing that this alliance, whatever it is also, it's not just concerned with the environment, it is a spiritual thing as well. So for some of you, it is a little bit bigger. It's more like this could even be your work. But for a lot of you, it's a person in your life or someone coming into your life that has these kind of these similarities that you do, similar things. Getting drawn to this one again. What have we got with this? Okay. So what I'm getting is that your compassion leads you to give of the abundance that you have. See all of this food the bird is bringing, and she's letting some of it fall down. And being that this is, I'm assuming the goddess, right? She's letting it fall to people that need it. And that is, yeah. Because there's, again, there's the two situations. There's one that this could be financial resources that you are giving to some kind of plan, to help out with like other people or the environment, or there's something, there's like a compassionate plan involved. And then for some of you, it's just like that's who you are and it's what you kind of do regularly. Maybe you give to the homeless or provide meals or whatever it is. But yeah, there's something coming in though. And actually, okay, now I'm hearing for some of you it is current. So this is just kind of a, for those that it is currently going on, this is just like a reminder for you guys to have faith and trust. Can I please have more clarity on this card? Do the words mean anything? No. Okay. So this is not about being lost in space and needing direction. This is more, it was more to point out again the earth, being earth conscious, and as well spiritual spirit conscious. Because this is like this angelic being that is taking care of the earth. And actually, I really feel like that's how you're seen. People view you that way. So I saw this card and I heard dreams. Um, there may be that there's some kind of spiritual communication happening in your dreams. Or at least they're asking you to pay a little bit more attention to them. Okay. And ask, is there anything else specific, please? For pile one, the golden healers. No wonder you got the golden healer pillar. You're a healer of the earth. Um, so again, oftentimes I feel a little bit silly saying things because of my own judgment, whatever. I'm trying to let go of that, trying to let it all out. So what I heard was treasure the time you have here because you're going to be moving on. It's not a death scare. Please don't take it that way. It is your next, you're not going to be here on earth for your next life kind of situation. It's like graduating isn't the right word because it's almost like it's giving you levels, and I don't know that I see it that way, but it's you're being moved to a different situation. Maybe it's more like mission accomplished kind of thing. Um, Again, if this doesn't resonate with you, you don't need to take it. Don't worry about it. It's just for just something that was supposed to come out of my mouth for somebody. Your guides do feel very calm and quiet. Kind of succinct. I can't even my mouth does not want to say the word, guys. Succinct. Um very here's the answer, that's it. Right? Like it's quick, clarifying, like nothing needs to be flowery and wordy, and it's just It's calm. Here's the answer. I keep getting drawn to these two cards are like the most important. It's the overall spirituality, abundance. Not just spirituality, but being in that state of being curious again. Having fun with it. Have fun. Is that it? Okay. I guess that's a short one, guys. We're good. So I hope that this has been a blessing for you. I hope it helps you in some way. I hope that you guys feel loved and seen and understood and heard and cherished and all those wonderful things. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty. Pile 2. If you chose with the crystal, you had the pork stone. Let's try and... I mean, it really does look like meat. Red banded calcite, if you prefer that. Oh, I left these here. Could barely see them. If you chose with your zodiac, we have Sagittarius, Cancer, Virgo, and Taurus. And then the dream card. As I said with the last people, the hope card. I've used this pile only once as pickers, right? And both of these cards came out previously. And I guess I'm just assuming you guys have a real connection to maybe the dream, the words or the imagery, but I thought that was really interesting. Alrighty, let's get into it. Self-love. Red Garden. Guru. Withdraw. Empty well. Okay. Change and formation. Let's gooch these just a bit. All right, gonna settle into your energy. Ah, right. Numbers, we have 36, 6, 8, 27, 16, 35. I mean, it's very apparent to me, guys. You need a break. It is self-love to give yourself a break. You don't always need to be the guru. You don't always need to be the master to take care of everything. I'm just trying to give you different ways to looking at this card. The person that everyone comes to, the person that is always studying on everything, right? I mean, that could be a spiritual study, that could be college, whatever. I mean, I'm just saying you don't have to be going. They are telling you withdraw, time to replenish. Like you need to make sure you have your time And I think what's being really promoted here is pay attention to this is my time I'm taking for myself. So not just a, yeah, okay, I'm going to step aside and rest for a bit, but then you're not being mindful about it. It's truly encompassing the do it holistically is what I'm trying to say. Make sure your mind, your body, and your soul know that you're resting for yourself because that's what you need. How can you truly rest? What helps you to rest? What helps you to de-stress? What puts you at ease? I do think that there's a time for different types of rest. Um, it's one thing to scroll through YouTube and watch all the shorts and all that, and it's fun, but is that actually rest? Is it the rest you really need? Like soul rest? I would venture to say it's not. Sometimes, like, yes, sometimes that's appropriate. Like, we're stressed out from work and we need to, bleh, right? And just veg out or something. Sure, I get it. But this is calling for you to truly pay attention and give yourself that time of rest. I don't know. Everyone's different. I don't know how much time you have to dedicate to this, but really find a way to, I don't know, take 20 minutes in a garden in nature and enjoy the sun or even the clouds if it's overcast, and enjoy the weather, enjoy the grass, feel grounded, hug a tree if you want to. Like, just something that is resting for your soul, not just like, okay, my body's just sitting here, so I'm resting. That's not actually resting. You need to look at it holistically. Yeah. My heart actually is hurting now, so there's something to this, something that's maybe a little bit in the way of doing this for you guys. I'm really getting though that this is like not just, this is going to help you physically. It's coming down into the body here. Um, Giving you more power also, which it is. It's like when you need to regulate your system, right? Um, when you get full rest, you can feel so much better, right? I mean, those of us that are sick often, we get it. It's amazing the day after, like when you start to feel better from being sick. Anyone can understand that. There is though a lot to this garden nature. Nature is huge. Even if you are in inner city, right? Maybe you have a balcony. Just go sit on the balcony, get fresh air, look at the sky. Do you have a plant? Hold the plant. Just it may not even take long. It could be that you need this for quite some time, or at least repeatedly, but it might just be like 5 minutes that, and you're like, oh, that's what I needed. Yeah, there's Okay, I think we've got that, guides. Is there anything else, please? There's some kind of understanding for someone that's watching here. There's some kind of understanding that you need to have about your life path, the way you are, who you are as this guru person. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean you got to call yourself a guru or see yourself that way. It's just that there's something that you just might be that person that everyone comes to just because you're easygoing or you listen well, something like that. You need to take up your own space. You need to take up your own time. You need to know that this is okay to do self-love. Because if you don't do it, you can't keep doing this. You at some point you will break. Kind of interesting, but I'm realizing that this guru card is the only card with the face like full on. Everyone else is kind of like turned or turned around or, you know, you don't have to be on all the time. You can take your rest. I know it keeps coming out and it's like they need to drive it home for you or something. It's like you're not fully grabbing it and like making it a priority. That's what's key. There it is. It needs to be a priority. This is for your good, for your health, for your soul's health. Like, this is a good thing. Do we have any connection to the stream card, please? Clarity on that? I am getting for some of you, it's connecting to the guru lifestyle that you would love to be this person that's like a spiritual leader type thing. But before this is major, you have to figure out how to give yourself, because you need to be able to restock your energy, right? So you got to get this implemented. You got to work this in place. Figure out what way works best for you. How long do you need? And that might change. Things might change because we do. We change. We're supposed to change. If you guys would like to share, that's actually something I would love to hear about. It's I really think that coming together as a community and sharing how we go about things can be so beneficial, because you might have an idea that someone else hasn't heard of or thought of. And so if you would be willing to share, how do you holistically find rest? For me, it almost comes across as a bit depressive, but literally just laying in bed and not even looking at anything, closing my eyes, cuddling with a stuffed animal or my cat. Just, there's nothing. I'm not allowed to think about the things I need to do. I have to put those thoughts away. And that does take effort. I will admit that's like, no, remember, we're not thinking about that stuff. But once you kind of just let go and rest, it's like my body is resting, my mind is resting, and my soul is resting. And then the mini moments for me are the ones that are outside where I just stop for a second and I see a flower that I really like, or the way the breeze smells, or how, the grass and the wind, whatnot. Those are little mini moments that kind of restore, I don't want to say restore my soul, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, all right, you guys get the message. That is it. I really hope this has been a benefit for you. I hope that you feel seen, loved, heard, cherished, understood, all those amazing things. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty, pile 3. You chose the fire quartz. She's a beaut. You chose with your zodiac. We've got Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Capricorn. And if you chose with the card, it is the Courage card, which I'll put there. Let's see how many we have here. We have Balance. All right. Rose Garden. Ambition. Death. Will-o'-the-wisp. Eye of the Needle. And Heat. We're going to squish these in a bit. All right, if you're into numerology, we have 10, 19, 9, 3, 62, and 17. I'm going to take a moment to settle into your energy. Open up to your guides. Okay, I am feeling currently a tightening, a restriction, a frustration maybe. I'm getting, when I looked over here quickly, immediately what I heard was turned back, like someone's turned their back on you. Just a reminder, just because something doesn't resonate immediately doesn't mean there won't be a message for you within the whole reading. So take what works and then discard everything else. I've got this like digging down. Yeah, even with these stones and rocks, whatever you want to call that there, it's like this stubbornness. Blinded. Even with this one, like looking through the eye of the needle is very difficult. Things are difficult. You're blinded somehow by something. Either they're blinded or you are blinded, and that can be either situation. general reading. And also same with this, either you've turned your back on someone or they've turned their back to you. Something feels sticky with this situation. Something feels off. It's not, maybe there's not clarity from one of you, for one of you. There's not an understanding happening. Yeah, there's not an understanding. It's like it was sudden. Or at least it felt sudden to one of you. And that's the death card, and that's change happening, right? It could be the death of a friendship, it could be death of work for some reason and you don't know why. It's a change of something. And I think, honestly, I think you need the courage to approach. And that can be with either situation. That can be that maybe if they approach you, you can explain why. That takes courage. Or if you do not understand, to approach them and say, please, I don't understand what happened. It's okay, whatever your decision is, but at least give me the reason so that get some closure. For some reason, with this card, I'm getting a lot about appearance. Like appearances aren't what they seem. Like her hair is a leaf, or at least the leaf is behind her looking like her hair. um, yeah, and that's supposed to be a necklace, but it's a centipede. Her dress is made out of leaves, so it's appearances aren't what they seem. Which is also something about this, hidden in the shadows. So there needs to be communication, and I don't know that you're going to get it, to be quite honest. If you're the person that's confused and you don't know why they turned their back on you, you may not be able to get the communication. If they do come to you, like you turned your back on them, please do offer up reasons. It's difficult. I know none of us want to hurt anybody, but if we don't say the behavior that upsets us, sometimes people are really clueless. They truly are, and they don't know. And there's repercussions for people's actions, and that's part of life. That's how we understand. It's don't touch the hot stove. Well, and then you go and touch this hot stove and it's hot and it burns you. It's things happen. So there needs to be communication and intentionality. That's what's happening here for me. Like a difficult situation with communication. Yeah, I mean, even just sitting here, like I feel within your energy, I feel a bit lost. It's like there's no understanding. I do ask you to, if you are the one that is confused and you go to talk to this person, or at least you try, to do your best to receive whatever their message is, in the best way possible. Remember that it's from their perspective, for one. It could even be just, oh gosh, guys, I've had people assume things about me that weren't true at all, but it was their perspective. Um, so, they're allowed to have it. Some people you cannot convince either. So it's such a hard situation because, you know, there's so many different types of people out there, and this is a general reading. But wow, yeah, I'm feeling like nervousness about this. I also just felt a hand touch my arm, like it's gonna be okay. So I do think that you need to that reminder that it will be okay. It is a learning lesson, right? You're in that moment of learning. Because we have the waves, and this is just part of life. Could just be personalities not matching up. It's a simple, simple thing, guys. Sometimes things aren't meant to last, you know? Okay, is there anything else, please, for pile 3? They're just reiterating that no, that it's going to be okay. This doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be death. It doesn't have to hurt you as much as you could let it. You could have the realization that not everyone's meant to be in your life permanently or thing. It could be work, it could be something else. Just accept it as a life lesson. And if it's you that needs to bring clarity to someone else because you turned your back, that also is a life lesson. It's just it's just part of our growing. Anything else poking out here? Anything else? Yeah, okay. We don't have a specific answer for this card, but treasures hidden in the shadows. There is something good that will come from this. Even if you end up not talking, there's something good that's coming. And it could even just be the being self-aware. That doing that changes your energy and brings new things into your life. Yeah. They want to make sure that we end this with hope. There's a lot of hope to be had, and you do not have to get down on yourself for not being perfect. Again, either way the situation is, that's none of us are perfect, right? So don't get down on yourself. Remember there's hope. Remember there's newness coming. There's something hidden treasures that they can't spoil for you. But it will be good. It will be good. Okay, that's it. A little bit of a short one today, guys. I really hope this has been beneficial for you. I really, truly hope that you feel seen, heard, loved, cherished, all of those amazing things. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.